All right, let's see. Natalie? Can I call you Natalia? Come on. Jaden? Jaden Adams? I'll also find out the Russian diminutive for Natalia. I think it's Talia, but I'm not sure. They have different ways of doing things. Just like we make Margaret Peg. If you're Alexander, you're Sasha. If you're Alexandria, you're still Sasha. Advil? Ashlock? Banderman? Paul? Brockman? Brothers? Callahan? Ashlyn? Dow? Christina? Chaz? Gibbons? Oz? Lindsey Jones? Justice League? Taylor? Steve Larkin? Miguel? Page? Meacham? Moore Sydney? Mel? Xavier is excused. Fost? Press? Aiden? Leslie? Rockwell? Law Dillon? Martha Spears? Hurricane? Thompson?
Here.
Josh Tucker? Waka? Wade Boggs? Wade Boggs? Logan? No. You guys are too young to remember Wade Boggs, but he was one of the purest hitting third basemen. Unfortunately, we don't like him anymore because he betrayed the Red Sox nation and went to Yankees. Huh? When?
No, I said whale. That's a shame.
Of course, it's a shame. It's a wicked shame. Jared?
Here.
Jocelyn? Oh, she let me know yesterday she wasn't going to be in. And let's see. Roll came in. Your last name is Dylan, I'm sorry. What was your last name? Dylan Roll?
Yeah, it's Row. Or, it is, yeah. So Dylan S. Row. It's under that one.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little late track.
That's all right. Logan? Okay. Oh, Wade Boggs, okay. I was just talking to them what a traitor he was.
Yeah.
To Red Sox Nation. If you're a Yankees fan, he was a hero. Okay. He was a guy who was thought maybe he could break 400. Who's the last guy who has ever hit above 400? Anyone? Yeah, Zach Demento. I don't. What was his nickname? Something Express. Anyway, and that guy, he would have been. He would have had even better stats, but he served in World War II and during the Korean War. All right. Before I start on chapter 3, let me get your opinion on something. I don't have to make this decision just yet, but maybe. I thought about a way of combining the quizzes and the homework assignments. What if we did the following? Instead of giving you have to do a quiz at least once, do it as many times as you want, and do the homework assignment on the same problem for everyone. How about the following? You have to do the quizzes at least twice. Still, highest on counts. If you want to do more than two, that's your business. But on the first two, there are open-ended numerical questions, right? I think there are 6 of them. So as your homework assignment, you're going to take those problems, solve them on video, and you can do that easily. There are free apps that allows you to record what goes on your screen as video. Of course, you give me an Excel file as well so that I can check, because I don't want to watch those videos. And there are 2 reasons I want to do this. One, basically having to do those on video, you're already going to answer those questions on the quizzes anyway. So you're going to do all the work. Some of you guys simply leave them blank so that next time we get a different question, it's okay. But this way, it kind of saves you time. And I have a kind of alternative motive, as I always do. I'm sinister in those.
There's a record question about those open-ended transfer questions. Is there like a particular kind of grading for like maybe spelling, grammar, like a vocabulary?
No. When it's that sort of stuff, let's say you misspelled the word dividend, okay? And when I prepared those questions about 15 years ago, I created a very large test bank. Chapter 2 has over 1,000 questions. And you try to anticipate what sort of mistakes they could make. You list them as acceptable, but trust me, there is no limit to kind of spelling mistakes you guys can make, intentionally or unintentionally. Sometimes you just mistype it. Sometimes you think that how it is spelled. This is not a class in English grammar, okay? So Blackboard marks it as 0, but later on, as soon as I have time and I've seen it, I manually go in and correct them, okay?
Right.
If it looks like the right answer, even though it's not spelled correctly, it's not even the thing I want, but in a lot of times from the answer, I can sense what you mean. And I go ahead and give you the full points. On open-ended numerical stuff, there is a built-in margin of error. If it's within that, Blackboard automatically counts that as correct. If it's not within that, sometimes you may be numerically dyslexic, okay? Dyslexic numerically. I have this word that plays on the Illuminati. I call the people who are gifted numerically the numerati. I count myself among them. It's my term. I can do whatever I want with it. But the answer is 312, but you wrote it at 1, 2, 3. It is likely that you haven't done that by mistake, but I'm going to give you the benefit of doubt, and I'm going to give you the full points. And if it's close enough, sometimes I give you half of the credit, even though you're not in there. So it kind of varies. If I'm doing those gradings after 2 shots of single malt at night, you're more likely to get those extra stuff compared to otherwise. So pray on me having single malt available like that. I almost always have some. If not single malt, it's going to be dark rye of Basil Hayden. That is something great. It's a combination of rye whiskey and one of my favorite drinks, port. And it's aged in port barrels for at least 10 years. And I couldn't believe it. It's at Costco, it's only $30 a bottle. a good single malt, even at Costco, can cost as little as $60. There's one of my favorite single malts, 16-year-old Lagavulin. I can't even find it in Kentucky. When I go to Boston, I buy one, $125 a bottle. So I made a lot of money from Palantir. So I'm going to visit my son in 2 weeks. That means I'm buying 2 bottles of that. I don't want to go to 25-year-old Macallan. A, Macallan is overrated. And B, I'm not paying $300 for a bottle of whiskey, even if I was making $2 million a year. I'm an economist. I put the limit at around 150 or so.